What up? This is Robert Ory.
Ory, three-pointer. Buries it.
You might know me as Big Shot Bob.
So Ory for three. Oh, unbelievable. This guy is off the charts.
What's going on, Big Shot Bob?
Robert Ory from downtown.
All right, what is going on, Big Shot Bob? It is the Big Shot Bob podcast. B-Dog Brandon Harper. I'm Rob Jenners. That, of course, 7-time NBA champion, Robert Ory. How are you, brother?
Life's good, man. Life's good.
Good,
I
man.
can't complain. How about you guys?
No, just hanging
Can't
out,
complain.
man.
We're good. Good.
Yeah.
How's the weather in Atlanta?
Scalding hot.
Yeah.
Surface of the sun hot.
Yeah. As much as I say I love Houston, I'm glad I'm not in Houston right now.
Oh, good Lord. Well, especially
No
with all the,
power.
oh my God, dude, with all the hurricane and everything that went through.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. And how often do you, when you lived in Houston, did you have to deal with that kind of weather?
Once a year. And it was always around my birthday. It's been coming earlier and earlier. And the good thing about that is when I had the house in San Antonio, we would just pack up and go to San Antonio for a week and then come back.
Just bounce.
But, yeah. But the thing about that is also we knew about all the hurricanes. So when we built our house, we built a generator with the house. And so, we had a generator. Now we didn't build a generator, but we had a generator on the house that was like an industrial generator. So our neighbors just get pissed at us because like once every 3 months, it would have to cut on to make sure it was working right. And it was loud as hell. Hey, but when the hurricane came and we the only one that had power on the street, they were like, damn it.
We should have got one of those trucks and parked behind the house.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts and prayers with those folks that are dealing with the hurricane.
Yes.
Man. That was not a fun hurricane. A lot of people without power today. So if you're one of them, hang in there.
I think my buddy was telling me like 2.5 million people in Houston without power. Something crazy like that.
That's nuts.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. We are 2 weeks away from the Olympics. 2 weeks. And we finally got Team USA showing up. Got to see all these guys in their Olympic uniforms, which is cool.
Yep.
I did think, I wanted to play a piece of audio, and I hope you can hear it okay. This was Anthony Edwards. When they're talking to him about, like, this is the first day of camp, right? Like, you're all just here. He's just kind of getting some time with everybody, and Ant-Man breaks this one out.
I'm still the number one option. I mean, y'all might look at it differently. I don't look at it differently.
And how does that manifest? How do you go about it? You just go about it the same way?
Yeah, I just go out there and be myself. Shoot my shots, play defense, and, they got to fit in and play around me. That's how I feel.
I'm the number one option. They got to learn to play around me. You're on a team with LeBron James, Kevin Durant, all timers. They gotta bend to me. Steph Curry, bend to me.
I love it though. I love it.
I mean, at this point, do we expect Ant to say anything different?
Not really. I guess you're right. I love the confidence though. I love the confidence.
I love the confidence. But I was confused by something. How long has Embiid been a citizen of the United States?
Let's find out.
Because I don't know that one.
Yeah, because he's from Cameroon.
Yeah, he's from Cameroon.
And I'm trying to figure out why is he on the Olympic team? Because I know Dream went through that period where he wanted to become a citizen so he could play on the Olympic team. But how long has Embiid been a citizen? Did he get that while he was in Kansas or what?
I mean, he's had to be for a while now, at least.
Yeah. It's this year, July of 2022.
Seriously?
Oh, wow.
So
hold on, wait. To be honest, if I'm not mistaken, that makes sense because if I'm not mistaken, and I could be, they did say he had to go through a process in order to be eligible to play for Team USA because he was going back and forth whether he was going to play for his country or whether he was going to play for Team USA, and he had to get that done.
He was sworn in September of 2022.
See, I don't.
So
think
I guess he took the
team.
test in July and he got sworn in September.
I just don't think he should be on the team, man. And I ain't trying to be a hater or anything, but I just think there's a lot of other guys who's been, in this country a lot longer that spot could go to, man. I'm like, hey,
well, and also, dude, don't you want to play for your home country? Isn't there some like I know you're an American citizen, but yeah, well, exactly. But isn't there some sort of pride in that? There's got to be some pride in playing for your home nation.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't even go back to Cameroon now. Like, you're a traitor.
Oh, hell no. No.
He's probably thinking, and this is exactly what he's thinking. Playing for USA is the best chance for me to win gold.
Oh, yeah, that's no doubt.
Well, that's
about
true.
that.
Yeah, I mean,
but that could be the reason. I mean, it's probably nothing against his country of Cameroon, but look,
if you can't win gold for Cameroon, though, you still play for Cameroon. It's your own country.
True, absolutely.
Represent. It's a good call, Rob. I didn't think about that.
I'm like, when I was looking at that, I'm like,
it's a good call.
And for me, if I'm the Sixers, I'm doing it just like they did Wiggins. Hey, you can't play. You're not playing because you got a history of getting injured. Go rest your body, because now when the season starts up, you think about it, this will go until what? Maybe
late July,
September?
probably. Yeah.
Late September?
No, the Olympics
August?
don't go. No.
It don't go that
maybe
long?
sometime in August.
Okay, but that's a lot of time that he could be resting, getting prepared.
But I'd say the same thing about, as we've just now found out,
August 11th.
KD is nursing a calf strain.
Oh yeah,
of
they
some
held
sort.
him out.
Now, a guy who's had issues with Achilles in the past, ruptured his Achilles. A calf strain can be the beginning. It always tends to be a beginning of a possible Achilles injury. So he's sitting out. They're saying it's nothing serious, but this is a guy that's 36 years old. LeBron is almost 40 years old. Steph ain't no spring chicken, even though he has not really shown signs of slowing down because he hasn't had a major injury in a very, very, very long time. But the main guys on this team, your leaders, your alpha dogs, are all over 35.
Yeah, and for me, it's like you look at this team. There's like two people I say should be on this team, and that's Tyrese Halliburton and Joel Embiid. And I just think with Tyrese, I just think Jalen Brunson is a better choice. I just think he's a better player. You got other guys that, and then it's just Joel Embiid. You only been a citizen for a year, man. You can't just get on the Olympic team that fast, man. You got to earn your stripes.
Hey, they needed another big man. And if Joel Embiid went through the process of becoming a citizen of the United States, Team USA was not going to turn him down. Yeah, come on over here and play. We need another big man. We need a big body down low when we go up against some of these teams who have big men. Absolutely.
Yeah, you tell me one big man out there that scares you.
I don't know other teams. I don't know. I do not know the lineups of all these other countries' teams.
Hey, first of all, if they ain't in the NBA, so
True.
You got three guys in the NBA that are bigs that you might worry about. And that's it. So it ain't some hidden bonus out there that you don't know about because we ain't seen.
Well, I mean, you got what is Jokic playing?
I don't think he's playing.
I don't think he's playing.
And you got Giannis.
Giannis is playing for Greece. They had to qualify.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got in. Yeah, no, you're right. There's something with Gobert.
Yeah, Gobert.
that French team with Gobert and Wemby?
Yeah.
They just tall. That's it. Just tall.
Yeah,
they're not big,
right.
they're just tall.
You're right.
Now you got to do a double team Wemby. Don't let him catch it. You win that game.
Hey, you talking about?
And you got to worry about Gobert getting no buckets.
I don't know what the rest of that French team look like, but just
those two. That's it.
Wemby is a certified problem.
Did you see the picture where all those guys were like waist height? You see it was like the team and everybody else was at their waist. I'm like, come on, man.
That's gonna be a game to watch. If they match up France versus US, that's a game to watch.
Oh, hold up. Group A apparently is like.
Oh, and Canada.
Yeah, Canada.
Canada is the one.
Who the hell else is in Group A?
Canada's not tall though. They're athletic, but they're not tall.
Yeah.
Hold on. Group A had a wild. What was Group A? There was like 4 teams in Group A that I was just like, damn.
Hey, would this be the first time that a NBA Finals MVP is not on an Olympic team?
Maybe.
Think about it. Except for was Iggy on?
I was gonna say Iguodala, maybe.
I think he was on an Olympic team.
He played on an Olympic team.
Yeah, he was on one that lost. I think.
Was that 04?
I think he was on one that lost. So,
Yeah.
and I think that's when he was with. Yeah, so I think this will be the first year, probably, because Jaylen Brown's not on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to dig up Group A for the Olympics. I think it's like Greece, Australia, Canada, and Spain or something like that.
Yeah.
And they're all stacked. They all got a bunch of NBA guys. So it should be interesting. I like watching. It's one of the few parts of the Olympics I really enjoy.
Yeah.
This, and it's fun to watch like gymnastics when someone like Simone is back and stuff like that. That's fun.
I'm a big swimming fan. I like to watch the.
I can't watch a lot of that stuff.
She is just amazing, man. She just be beating the brakes off people, man.
Who are you talking about? Ledecky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ledecky,
she's on. There was video of her like a month ago of her doing laps in the pool with a glass of milk on her head. That she can swim, man. And she can just put this glass of milk on the back of her head while she's got her head down in the water, and she swam a full lap back and forth, didn't spill it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's wild.
She's amazing,
I didn't see
man.
that.
It's wild.
Yeah. And you hate the fact that you only hear about her until the Olympic times come, but she's just an incredible athlete.
Well, there's no other platform for swimming.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? It's like you don't have the National Swimming Association out there. You know what I mean? Like it's the Olympics and then what, like the World Qualifiers or World Championships or whatever the hell.
Yeah, and
that's about it though. And college, but she's not in college anymore.
Yeah.
Was that the Olympics or was it the World Qualifier when Paul George snapped his leg that year?
Oh, I don't think it was the Olympics. I think,
that was a qualifier.
I think that, it was either a qualifier or it was like the FIBA or something like that. I don't think it was the Olympics.
I can remember watching that live.
Me too.
Seeing that. That was absolutely disgusting.
I was in a pizza place. I'm not going to give them a shout out. I was in a pizza place and I was watching it and everybody was talking. I was looking, I literally screamed, "Oh!" And everybody like looking at me like crazy. I was like, don't look. Then everybody looked and they went, "Oh!" Ah! I'm like, y'all delayed. Now they told you don't look. And it was just nasty.
I'm Googling it to see where it happened. And literally every YouTube video goes, "Don't watch this." Paul George breaks his leg. Don't watch this.
But I think but when you watch him, he was like handling it like a champ. He was just like,
well, he's in shock. That's a shock type of thing.
Yeah. So I was like, shit, I've been crying like a baby.
Yeah,
I've been calling for my mama.
But some of those,
I need a hug.
Like some of those injuries like that, they say you can't feel it until like the adrenaline wears down. Like at that moment, the adrenaline is just going to the point where now you're just kind of in shock. So now you're in shock of the fact that something has happened, even if you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Have you had one of those, Rob?
No, I
just didn't realize how bad it was till you calmed down.
Only injury I've had two to where I had three major injuries out my whole career. The one that was weird was when I the heart one was crazy. The plastic surgery on my eye was crazy. But when I broke my thumb, I heard it snap like a pencil, but I kept playing. And then I was like, I went to the trainer. I says, "Look at my thumb." It was like all swollen. He was like, "Did you hear anything?"
Backwards, yeah.
No, what it was is the tendon tore the bone loose. So I forget what they call it. They call it gamekeeper's thumb. And so I had to I still have a screw in it to this day. But so like, see how this is as far as I can open it compared to this one. So I can't. But it's perfect. It was my right hand. So when I shoot a basketball, it was set up perfect for it.
Oh, look at you. That's got to be cheating. That's why you're not in the hall. That's why you're not in the hall. That's why. He's got that robot hand. We can't put it on. This episode of Big Shot Bob is sponsored by BetterHelp. I want to lean in very quickly here, talking about our friends, about something that's been going on the other side of my life. So I have another podcast, by the way. This isn't my only show. I do a show with three of my best friends from South Florida. And over the last 2 months, all three of them have lost a close friend to suicide in the last 3 months. So middle-aged guys that are just going through some stuff, that are just, I guess, bottling it up, not talking to anybody. And unfortunately, 3 of them, all individually, over the last 2 months have lost somebody. So it is incredibly important that if you're in a spiral or you're caught comparing your life to other people or whatever the hell it is, social media has a big part in this. It's okay to talk to somebody, which is why we really like our friends at BetterHelp, because that is literally what they do.
It can boil down just to simple things like learning to set boundaries or learning healthy coping skills, because, there's so many people out there, especially men, who don't want to talk about what's happening. So If you ever thought about therapy or you need someone to talk to, please give our friends at BetterHelp a try. I'm telling you, BetterHelp can help. It's online, it's flexible to your schedule, whatever you want to do. Hey, I want to do it on a Monday or Wednesday, you can do it. It's easy, and trust us, it will help.
And it's actually very easy to get set up with them. It's a brief questionnaire. You get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists anytime at no additional charge. So you find somebody that you're really comfortable with that helps you. And again, this is, guys, if there's anything you're sitting on, you have any reason to do it, it's time. So stop comparing and start focusing with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/BigShotBob, and they'll give you 10% off of your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/BigShotBob.
I didn't realize Kawhi Leonard was healthy enough to play on the U.S. as Team USA either, because didn't he miss the whole postseason?
Yeah.
And yet he's healthy enough to play in the Olympics?
Hey, Clippers, like, that's another one. Be like, Clippers, like, yo, sit your broke ass down. You can't play either.
We're going to get to the Clippers in a second here, because the Clippers got to answer for some stuff.
That should be replaced by Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown should be in Kawhi's spot. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And there's no disrespect to Kawhi, because he should be on the team because he's good enough. He's one of the best in the country.
But if you're not healthy, you're not healthy.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't miss the whole postseason and go, I'm going to play in the Olympics.
You can't do that.
Hey, let me call Steve up. Like, yo, Mr. Palmer, you need
But
to
my
talk to
thing is
Kawhi.
this: did the Clippers, and Steve Ballmer probably doesn't care, but I mean, if you're the Clippers, okay, you've lost PG.
I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Yeah.
And so your lone star, well, I won't say lone, but the one that's the most important in Kawhi Leonard, you already know that he's going to miss time. You can almost pencil him in for missing some time almost every season.
Yeah.
But somehow, some way, didn't play in the playoffs, but somehow, some way, he's allowed to play on Team USA. I don't understand, if you're Steve Ballmer, how you're okay with that. Because now you really, really have to protect your investment because you're down one star.
Hey, the thing is, Ty Lue is one of the coaches, so Ty Lue be like, don't play him. You keep him on the team, don't play him. He's not allowed to play. So I'm really interested to see how many minutes Kawhi get, because I know Ty Lue like, no, don't put him in. Don't put him in.
He can sit. He's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of these, and it's not a lot of the younger guys on this team. Like I said, most of the guys on this team, the main guys are 30 and up, at least.
15-year vets.
So
yeah, exactly.
If obviously with LeBron being who he is, you can't not have LeBron play as many minutes as he wants. We sit here and say load management, that's LeBron James. You just can't do it.
No.
Yeah, you
KD, huh?
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
He's LeBron James. Take it for what it's worth. He is the face of, screw Scotty Barnes. He's the face of the league. It's not a knock on Scotty. It's just LeBron's the guy.
Forget the league. He's the face of this team.
He's the face of USA basketball. Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
Even though we would love,
and he's coming off the bench,
fans, right? And as Laker fans, one, he's not coming off the bench.
No.
Two, even from starting, like, even people say, well, okay, he'll start, but we're gonna limit his minutes. You're not even gonna limit his minutes. You can't. We say that, especially as Laker fans or people who love watching basketball, but realistically, it's like you can't do it. LeBron gonna do what LeBron want to do at this point in time. He's been doing that for quite some time, and he's gonna continue to do it until he hangs it up.
Well,
That's what
first
it is.
of all, it ain't LeBron's team. He is the face, but he's gonna sit over there, and I guarantee you, Steve Curry gonna be like, dude, you don't play for me, so fuck you. I'm gonna play who the hell I want, and I don't give a damn if you LeBron James. But then again, he could say, fuck you, LeBron, play all 80 minutes, so when the season starts, you're fucking washed up. So
that's not happening.
You are talking shit, man, because that ain't happening for
that
nothing.
Ain't happening. No, that ain't happening.
Nothing.
So who's your starters right now?
Steph.
Yes. LeBron.
I gotta look. I was trying to go by position.
Oh yeah, go by position.
But
yeah.
even though it's
Steph
positionless, I would really start Ant at the 2.
Yeah, that's probably right.
At the
Who's
3,
your point?
Steph.
Steph's not a point.
Steph coming off the bench.
No, I'm just saying you can't start Steph at the point. Steph is not a point guard. He is a terrible point guard.
So he's a 2.
Yeah, he's a 2. He's a
so then who's running point?
That's what I'm saying. Who's your point?
LeBron.
Brock can run point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my thing is,
LeBron's a better facilitator than Steph. Steph is not a facilitator, man.
Okay, but I need Steph on the floor.
I gotta look at the roster. I gotta look at the roster.
Let Steph catch the rock and shoot.
Okay,
and
forget it.
Catch the rock and shoot.
Steph, I need to look. But right now, I know I want to have Steph, LeBron, and definitely Ant-Man on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So Ant-Man over Tatum.
AD ain't starting. Sorry.
Durant? Where's Durant? Probably
you
the
ain't
4?
starting AD?
He's
the best defensive player on that team.
That's another one where every time he go up in the air and he come down.
Dude, he played the most games ever last season.
And that's my point. Ever.
Okay.
He been in the league since 2009.
So it's got to be Book, right? At the 1?
No, Book is.
Then who do you put at the 1?
Steph is. I don't care if Steph is a bad one. He's out there on the floor.
All right, just give me a starting lineup. Just give me a starting lineup.
I gotta see.
I'm gonna give you all 12 guys on the team. You tell me the 5 you want starting. Bam, Booker, Steph. I think for sure is out there. AD, Durant. I feel like Durant's got to start. Ant-Man, Embiid. I would imagine is your big. Halliburton, Drew Holiday, LeBron James, Kawhi, and Tatum. You got to start Steph.
I'm starting Steph.
You probably have to start LeBron.
Ain't no probably about it.
Okay. How do you not start Jason Tatum after the?
He's a champion.
I get he's a champion. I understand that, but see, this is the tough part about this. So, okay.
Hey,
cool.
let's just say it's 3 guys I know that wouldn't start.
So. Oh yeah, I know them 3 who wouldn't.
There's very clearly 3.
Yeah,
at least if not
more. To be honest, it's 4.
Who?
You want me to name the 4 that's not gonna start?
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bam Adebayo.
Mm-hmm.
Drew Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And Halliburton.
Yeah.
See, I put Bam, Halliburton, and Drew Holiday. I know those 3 won't start.
Kawhi ain't starting. I'm sorry.
Hey, but this is what you got to think about Kawhi.
Defense?
No. Kawhi is one of those guys, when he warms up, he has to play. You know what? He's had so many injuries. Once he can't come off the bench, he don't even know how to come off the bench.
Well, he's going to learn today. Look, I know for a fact, and I know, but this is major because this is a debate about who would you start. Mm-hmm. Not that this matters because Steve Curry ain't calling none of us to ask. Okay. Steph, LeBron, and if healthy, if everything is fine, KD are the 3. Are the 3 for sure that I'm going to start.
Okay.
Now, because you got to have 5 guys on the floor, these other 2. Jeez.
I'm going Ant-Man and Embiid. That's my other 2. And by the way, the NBA consensus seems to be with B-Dog in that those 3 are going to start. Durant, LeBron, and Steph will start.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you're down to 2. Yeah.
Well,
you're down to 2.
I could say this: Bam. I don't think Bam, Booker, Halliburton,
Drew Holiday,
Kawhi. I don't think they'll start. So, and I think if it's me, Ant-Man's not starting because of seniority. So now that makes him fall down.
Okay. Check this out.
So then it's got to be Tatum.
What do you think about this?
I'm listening.
Steph, LeBron, Durant, Tatum, Anthony Davis.
I'm good with that lineup because LeBron can play 3 or 4, so can Tatum. And I just don't think Joel Embiid is a key. He's to me, he's not healthy.
According to you, he's not even on the team. So what the?
He should be on the team.
You've deported him, but before the Olympics have started.
Hey, think about this. Steve Kerr is an All-American dad in the military. He might be saying, "You ain't a true American, man. I'll put your ass on the bench." I'm kidding, Embiid. You are a true American. You passed the test, but
shut your bum ass up, man.
This is my starting lineup. All right, AD,
Okay,
Steph, LeBron,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not starting KD because I don't want any problems with that calf. And I'm going to start Tatum and Kawhi. That's 5 or that's 6?
That's 5.
So you exchange one problem for another.
Yeah, really.
Well, you got to also think, for me, I'm starting Kawhi just for the fact that is practicing, and you got to play him and see if he's healthy enough.
Right.
No. And if Kawhi's not healthy enough, then I throw in Booker. Not Ant-Man, because he hasn't earned his stripes yet. So that's the only
Man,
according to Ant-Man, he's the number 1 option. So you've screwed this whole thing up.
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that and all, but that man is on this team.
First of all, when it comes to this kind of stuff, it's seniority. Let's just be real. It's going to be seniority. So he's not going to start. Ant-Man's not starting.
Okay, I understand that, but best believe it, 22, 23 years old, when it comes to them fresh legs and him being able to get up and down that floor.
Hey, and that's why you bring him off the bench, so you can bring energy when he comes off the bench. Because think about it. If you're out that bench, who on that team would bring you some type of Ant-Man energy? Nobody else on that bench has that type of energy where you can put him in like a 6-man.
Coming in fresh?
Yeah. Think about that.
Yeah. No, you got a point.
That's starter energy coming off that bench. Right. Hey, that's a dog coming off that bench, boy.
What you trying to say? Nobody else on that team are dogs?
No. I'm not saying that. See, don't misconstrue my words. Don't do that, because that's how you get in trouble. Don't spin it. I'm only echoing what you said.
Mm-hmm.
You said what? Who else is bringing that level of energy off the bench? And we agreed. We said nobody.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking it a little further. Look, I know all of these other guys. I know what Drew Holiday can do, especially defensively.
Yep.
Him being able to guard multiple positions, and when you have different matchups with different countries, he's going to play a pivotal role. All of these guys are going to play a pivotal role.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So some of these games is going to be heavy wing and guard play. Some of these games, you're going to really see more big men out there trying to take advantage of certain things. So it just depends on the country that you're playing. I think Team USA has covered kind of all bases if everybody is healthy.
Yeah.
It's a huge if.
That KD injury kind of worries me, though.
All right, well, we tagged the Clippers for a minute, so let's circle back. One thing I really like about Paul George doing the podcast he does, is that he gives you some good perspective from a player's side on how stuff went down. Now, obviously, we all know he was probably the biggest move of free agency, the most talked about. So I scoped this down to about 1:20. This was like a 4-minute conversation they had with Paul about how the Clippers thing went down, how he landed with the Sixers, the whole thing. Mm-hmm. So I cut it down to about 1:20 so you can get the crux of the story from his perspective. So here's Paul George.
I never wanted to leave LA. LA is home. This is where I wanted to finish at. I wanted to work as hard as possible to win one in LA. Like, that was the goal. Like, the first initial deal was, I thought, kind of disrespectful. 2 years, 60. So I'm like, wow, no, I'm not signing that. This was maybe like October-ish. Negotiations first started. Then I hear wind of like, what they're going to give Kawhi. So I'm like, just give me what Kawhi got. Like, right. Y'all view us the same. They didn't want to do that. Season in, I finished healthy. 74 games played and had one of my most efficient seasons. Now they bring it to 3 years, 150. All right. Like, now we're in a ballpark. You know what I mean? Now we can have conversation here. I presented the 150, no trade. They didn't want to do the no trade.
Do that? Wow.
So then now I'm like, all right, well then it only makes sense for me to do 4 years, 212. They didn't want to do that. I wasn't going to budge. I thought I played well enough. Granted, we didn't win while I was there, but luck has a lot to do with that. We couldn't remain healthy as a unit. I love Steve. I love Lawrence. But at that point, it didn't even feel right to come back.
The 2 years, 60, as the opening offer, very well put by Paul George. That is disrespectful.
That's
considering your next offer was 3 for 150.
So you went from 30 to 50 a year.
Yeah, exactly. A $20 million a season jump.
Which, in California, that's taxes. So,
well, Look, cover my ass. That's all I'm asking for here, right?
True,
You know what I mean?
true.
I want to clear 30.
But here's the thing: it's like you do the 3/150 no trade because at the end of the day, there's only 2 guys in the league with no trade contracts, and so at the end of the day, you like, oh, no trade, but hey, we want to trade you here. You never know; it might be a destination where it might say, okay, I can win there. I would have did that deal. Now you screwed yourself because you got nothing in return for him.
No.
And you're moving into a new building. I think when you're moving into a new building, your own building, you don't want to just take anything into it. And you want to make sure you can maintain your star power as you move into something that's your own. And I think you have to start thinking long term. And so the 3/150 for no trade, I do think makes sense because he did have one of his best years, most efficient years. And, when he talked about Luck not being on their side, Luck ain't been on their side since they've been together. Since he got there in, 2019? Yeah. Luck ain't been on their side at all because most of the time that they have not won or missed the playoffs, it's because either he or Kawhi or both of them were hurt. Yeah. So Luck ain't been on their side regardless for the last 6 seasons.
And I think a lot of that has to do to also with like, shit, we already gave one injury-prone guy money. We can't give another guy injury-prone that much money. And for me, you still have to give him that money because you got to roll the dice. You got to. Every guy in this league is rolling the dice. You don't know if they're going to be, one step on the curb or come down on someone's foot or just hit a wet spot or whatever it may be. You can get injured, so you just got to roll the dice. And going into that new building with a team that's kind of successful, you healthy. You one of the scariest teams in the league, and now you don't have that anymore, and you got nothing in return for them. That's the part that I would be like, as an owner, whoever my GM right now, I think it was Lawrence Frank. Is that the GM?
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
You're fired because you let him get away for nothing. You could have did a sign and trade. Someone would did a sign and trade with you.
Well, they were close to it. They were close to it with Golden State.
Yeah. And that is the dumbest move in all of sports right now, for not to get anything for PG.
Considering what you gave up for him?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it is just being in the West alone to remain competitive. You should have kept both of them together.
100%.
And you think about, if you think about moments in sports, and when it comes, how excited Ballmer was when he got both those guys. You remember the interview where just, I bet you now, it's like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, I wonder what Steve Ballmer's like when he gets mad, dude.
Yeah.
I wonder what that's like.
But my thing is, and I understand you hire a GM to do their job, and as the owner, you kind of step back and allow people to do their job. But when it comes to your superstars and everything that's at stake, you moving into a new building.
Yeah.
How involved was Steve Ballmer in this when it came to PG and the negotiations? Did he tell Lawrence Frank to, hey, look, this is what, offer him what you need to offer him, or this is the line that we're at. I wonder what kind of went into that, because you just let one of your superstars go as you're about to move into a new building. Something just seems fishy to me.
To me, I want to know, if I've never had an owner's number. So you think about it, I know every superstar I played with had the owner's number. And I wonder if Paul George ever just picked up the phone. Like, not just sent a text. Yo, Steve. Yo, hey man, I'm asking for this, but GM ain't budging. What do you think? I wonder if that conversation was had with the actual owner. Because I know when I got mad at the Lakers and I told him, Dr. Buss, what happened, he had no idea. At least that's what he told me. And he was wondering why I was so pissed off at him every time I would see him. And I finally told him what happened. He had no idea. And so I want to know if some of these owners have any clue of what their GMs are doing, or they're just leaving it up to the GMs to say, hey, make my team better.
I have to imagine that any pivotal piece of that negotiation went back to Steve.
Yeah.
I have to imagine that, right?
Yeah.
Because of the high tier of the superstar that you're negotiating with.
Yeah. I would think so too.
Yeah.
So I mean, if it did get to that point, and Ballmer's like, "Hey, that's where we are, and we can't go. We're not willing to go here," then cool. Then that's owner got involved. He said no. As the GM, you're handcuffed. You can't really do anything more. So if they're on the same plan, if they're on the same terms and they're on the same side, then hey, you got to either let PG walk or you find a sign and trade to do, which they tried to do and it didn't go through, so you had to let him walk.
Yeah.
Where do you think was a better landing spot for him? Philly or Golden State? Because apparently Golden State, according to PG, was like this close to being done.
Philly.
I think so too.
I just think because the West is so tough.
Yeah.
And I think for Paul George, this is one of the things that's not going to get talked about. Being in the East is less travel, less stress on his body. And so I think he can make it through a year in the East with more games because people don't understand. Getting on that plane, flying 3 hours, playing the next day, getting on the plane, flying 4 hours, playing the next day, it wear and tears on your body. You got to think, on the East Coast, you get on fucking train some of the time and get to where you need to be. So it's less stress on the body.
Yeah, good call.
That Philly to New York ain't.
That's a train ride.
I was going to say, that's a bus ride.
Philly to DC.
That's a train ride.
Yeah. What's that? I-95? That stretch?
Yeah, I-95, man.
Yeah.
Just drive it straight down. Yeah. We also had, I'm not going to play the audio just because I don't think there's a ton to it, but we finally got Steph talking about losing Klay. Just talking about, they knew that their legacy was kind of done. He was hoping that they were going to be able to keep him, but he understands the league moves really fast. But he also said in that interview he wants to be a Warrior for life. Do you see Steph getting the Warrior for life pass that Klay didn't get?
Absolutely.
I think so also. I think they love Steph so much that if he says he wants to be traded, they probably offer him like, you making $50 million, we give you $100 million to stay. And if he still says
here's an
no,
ownership stake.
Yeah, he's like, wherever you want to go, we're sending. That's how much love they have for him and what he's done for that city. So I think for him, he's one of those elite ones who doesn't, think about it. You can't say one bad thing about him other than he threw his mouthpiece in the stand. You can't say one bad thing. All the stuff he does for the city, the face for the league and is willing to do, it's so I think he'd be a Warrior for life unless he feels like, my son is playing, I want to go play with him somewhere. That's the only way he won't be a Warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a saying that everyone gets treated fairly, but not everyone gets treated equally.
Correct.
There are certain tiers. And as much as I think the Bay and Dub Nation and the Warriors themselves love Klay Thompson and everything that he's done, and obviously he'll go into the Hall of Fame and he'll be one half of the greatest shooting backcourt of all time. You're not taking any of that from him. He's still, when it comes to the level of importance, that's Steph Curry's coast. The Bay Area belongs to Steph Curry. It's always belonged to Steph Curry. It will always belong to Steph Curry. So when it comes to him being a Warrior for life, they will do anything. Bob Myers will do anything to keep Steph Curry there because it just doesn't affect them. It affects the economy of the Bay Area.
Bob Myers? It's not there anymore.
I mean, Joe Lacob.
He's gone now, yeah.
I mean, Joe Lacob. I'm talking about the owner. Joe Lacob, is that the owner?
I don't know who.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think Bob Myers was the GM. Joe Lacob is the owner. I'm sorry. Joe Lacob would do anything. Hell, if Bob Myers was still there, he'll do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Bob Myers might pick up a phone and be like, "Yo, can I help?" Because I'm just saying.
So
yeah, you're right. Joe Lacob.
Yeah, so it's a no-brainer. You do anything to keep Steph Curry there. You know why? Because if there's even a indication that you might be trading Steph Curry, it's gonna be some smoke in the Bay, and it ain't gonna be barbecue.
Ugly. Oh, no. It's going to be ugly. Ugly. Yeah, I agree. I feel like no matter what happens, he stays. I had a listener question. I almost pushed it down to shoot around this week for the Friday show, but I'm going to push it up to today's show. Rob, are you disappointed with the Lakers' free agency efforts? I mean, give you a little background on the question. Somebody forwarded me something on Twitter. Obviously, we know DeMar DeRozan is now signed with the Kings, so he's off the table. OKC got Caruso, Dallas got Klay, the Pelicans got DeJounte, Golden State picked up Buddy Hield, and the Lakers have yet to really make a splash move in free agency. We've got some additions to the coaching staff. We got Scott Brooks, our boy from Atlanta, Nate McMillan.
Love Nate.
I think yesterday they hired Greg St. John to be part of the coaching staff, who's been an assistant like 5 or 6 places.
Yeah.
Are you disappointed with the way this has played out so far for the Lakers?
This is the thing that I've come to learn, being, working for Spectrum for 13 years and watching the Lakers process. Nobody ever wants to help the Lakers. Nobody's ever going to help the Lakers. And sometimes the Lakers got to go out and help themselves. But if it's a key piece that a team thinks, oh, you want this? I need everything you got over there for this piece. And the Lakers have nothing to give. So I'm not even mad at what they did in free agency. They just have nothing to give. And you think about it, it's like, okay, do you want Rui? Do you want Reeves? Do you want D'Lo? They're like, nah, we don't want none of that. We want more. They might want it, but ain't nobody going to say, oh, yeah, we'll take that. Nobody's excited for anything. So you're going to give up the baby and the bathwater just to get someone to play for the Lakers or to do a trade with the Lakers. So I'm not disappointed at all. It's just reality. The Lakers get no help from anybody.
Okay. Yeah. It is what it is. In order to dance with somebody, you got to have a partner. And like LeBron was saying, they tried to do everything they possibly could, but couldn't land anything. So what you basically have to do now is, now that you struck out on everything that you were looking forward to having, now you got to go see who enters free agency. You got guys like Gary Trent Jr., who Toronto may let walk. There are a couple you might have to go back and double back on Spencer Dinwiddie. You know what I'm saying? And those are the type of guys that you're going to be able to possibly get without having to, hey, will you be a trade partner with me? Will you do this? Having to bring other teams and organizations into it, because the Lakers just can't find a way to do it because, like Rob said, ain't nobody trying to help them. Ain't nobody trying to look out for them. We've seen what that looks like.
And I think their best bet is just to play it out. And when these guys get disgruntled during the season, make an in-season trade. That's the only thing they can do right now. They just gotta, hope that these guys get better in the offseason defensively and get smarter and come back. So is Taurean Prince a free agent? Is he coming back to the Lakers? Or
I thought I saw something said they wanted to re-sign him.
I thought he was gone already.
No, I think he's a free agent, but he hasn't signed with anybody.
This thing, like I kind of figured, they were going to end up returning pretty much everybody that they had last season.
Mm-hmm.
And you just got to hope and pray that these guys get better and this team looks better. And JJ Redick's coaching shines through, and you can kind of see what he wants to do, and that helps make these guys better. But
when you get a team,
Taurean Prince signed with the Bucks, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So when you get to a team that's aging like this, it got nothing to do with fucking coaching. They could have hired a fucking pig to sit over there and oink out fucking plays, because LeBron's going to do what he wants to do. AD's going to do what he wants to do. And you got to understand, like, those guys need to get on some type of system and have some go-to plays down the stretch instead of just, 41-year-old guy, go one-on-one. And, AR, send the best player on the floor. I had to set a pick and roll. It's little things like that, because that's their biggest problem, execution. They have no direction. And AD said that. And that has nothing to do with coaching. That has to do with you as a team that know what you want to fucking run, and not have guys say, oh, no, we're going to run this and this, instead of saying, hey, give the ball to the best player in the position to score.
And a lot of this, and we've said it time and time and time again, AD has to be more consistent. We continue to say this every year, compiling this onto, his injury history and the elements that plague him throughout the season pretty much almost every year. Obviously, this is one of his healthier seasons he just got done with. But a lot of this rests on AD. He can talk about what the Lakers need and how they need to do this and how they need to do that. Bro, you got to be more consistent, and because LeBron ain't going to be here forever. We say this every year. And Father Time is knocking at his door. He ain't going to play but a couple of more seasons. This is the last contract he going to get. The vehicle is yours. He been trying to throw you the keys. Take it.
He hasn't. No, he hasn't. They nobody on the team is trying to give AD the keys. You watch the game. I watch each and every game. You got the freaking guards calling them out to set pick and rolls. It'd be games where AD's killing in the post, have like 20 points, and then they just straight, no, I want to pick and roll. D'Lo start taking bad shots. AR, LeBron, all these guys start taking bad shots. So it's up to the players to be like, no, this is the fucking advantage we have. And up to the coach to have some balls that says, fuck you, LeBron, fuck you, AR, fuck you, D'Lo, give AD the ball.
But AD got to say that.
And AD got to say it too. You know, I put 20% on AD, but hey, a lot of times it's the guard saying, hey, and AD's the type of guy that's okay, yeah, this is what we're running, this is what we're running. Instead
Only 20?
Saying, fuck the plays, I'm going to play. Huh?
Only 20%? Out of 100?
Out of 20%. Because
oh, no.
I say that because he doesn't have the ball. The point guard has the ball. The guy who has the ball is can control, so he has to come out and do it. Even though he set the pick and roll, they're just going to dribble, shoot the ball any fucking way. So he has a better chance to come out and set the pick and roll and hope and pray that they dish it to him. So,
you know who else didn't have the ball? And this may be an unfair comparison, but I'm only doing this for the simple fact that when he asked for it, you gave it to him. Shaquille O'Neal. When he asked for the damn ball, you gave him the ball.
Yeah, because you had Warriors who knew who to get a fucking ball to. But how many times did you tell Kobe that Kobe said, eat a dick?
Well, that's different.
Well,
that's different.
It's a difference. It's a difference. You think about it. AR, D'Lo, Rui, all those guys aren't fucking passers. You think about B. Shaw, me, Fish, all those guys, we would give Shaq the ball. It's a difference. It's a difference.
But you're right. But none of those other guys that when you start talking about AR, Rui, and those guys, when it comes to 80, ain't no outside of LeBron, who's aging, ain't no Kobe on this team to kind of keep him from getting that ball.
It's the mindset. And you're right about that, but it's the mindset. All these motherfuckers think they are, and that's why they try to score.
They better look in the mirror.
Point. Yeah, that's not my whole point. You proving my point. It's like you got to know your pecking order, and they don't know their pecking order.
You're right. I just think AD needs to grow a pair. At some point, we keep talking about him growing a pair. Bro, he's 30, right? And with your injury history, it don't get any better. Like, you don't get healthier as you get older. Your bones don't become stronger as you get older. So at some point in time, bro, when are you going to grow a pair? Know that you're in your prime. These are some of your best years, and say, move, get the hell out of the way. We keep saying this every year. Move, get the hell out of the way. When are you going to say that? Anthony Edwards is 22 years old on an Olympic team saying, "No, I'm that dude."
Yeah, he can say that. Hey, it's easy to say shit, but it ain't gonna happen. You ain't that fucking dude on that team.
That's fine, but he's that. But it's no mistake that he's the dude on his squad, though.
Yeah, and he took a lot of bad shots, and that's why they got beat by Dallas.
But like you said, it's the mentality. He's 22 with that mentality.
His mentality was wrong in that sense. Yeah, you the dude, but you got to take good shots. You think about the shots he took against Denver, which is a better team than Dallas. He took great shots. He got everybody involved. Now you go to the next round where you think it's going to be easier. Your mentality doesn't change as a player. No matter who you fucking play, you do the right things. And his mentality changed in that next series. He took a lot of bad shots, and it just, that's where you have to look at basketball. There's so many guys now who think they're fucking good when they think they're an A-level player when they're a fucking C-level player, and they don't understand that, no, this dude sitting over here is a fucking AAA player. And that's just the whole mindset of this game. That's why you see so much junk basketball and so many bad shots, because motherfuckers think they're great when they're okay.
Yeah, you're right. But I will say this. At 22, like we talked about a while ago, most 22-year-olds they still trying to, feel things out. There's still a level of timidness. I'll take Anthony Edwards' mindset at 22 years old, because I can work. As you get older and mature, you can work on shot selection. You can understand certain things as you get older because you get smarter. He has the skill set, and he has the mentality, and mentality is the hardest thing to have. I'll take that, and then let's work on some other things, because you know what? I can't teach that mindset. Either you got it or you don't, especially at that age. I can't teach that. And AD 30 and ain't 31. Got that mindset. 31, my goodness. He's on the other side of 30. With his injury history, and you play for the Lakers, when are you going to speak up?
Yeah.
I ain't with all that
let me
tennis
just say
stuff wearing a
this.
Laker jersey.
Everybody's built different, man. Everybody's built different.
Yeah, some people are brick wall and some people are. Never mind. Let me shut up.
That's probably a good place to stop. The only thing I took contention with in the whole conversation was I do feel like a lot of this will come down to coaching, or should come down to coaching. Because if a coach has the presence enough to kind of help guys understand their roles and dictate how the floor should look and where things should go and mindset, you know what I mean? So it's like, if it's already the Wild West, and then you get JJ in there who's got just no experience with this kind of group, they're just going to run roughshod all over him. So if it's going to improve at any point, to your point, it's going to be on an Anthony Davis. It's going to be on, because ultimately, like you said, LeBron James is going to move away from this team in time. So the future of this team will go, who's going to take the reins now and get us back to where we need to be? Because it sure ain't going to be the head coach.
He should have been told
right away.
He should have been told LeBron to move, because LeBron will realize LeBron is smart. I understand that. I get it. I see your face. But when I say move, I don't mean get out of the way completely. LeBron knows. Bro, I understand it. I'm still one of the top 10 players in this league, even at 39. I understand. I'm a monster. I'm an alien. Ain't many like me. Ain't many going to be like me. But at the same time, that knock on the door, that's father time, and I got to answer at some point. I'll be 40. He'll be 40 this year. He can't play forever. So at some point in time, he got to look over at Anthony Davis, who he wanted in a Laker jersey, and he got to look into him and say, oh, I see that dog. That thing ready to break out that cage. Let me here. Because LeBron ain't got nothing else to prove. He got it. He been had it. Anthony, they got you here not just for the present. They got you here for the future. At some point in time, dog, be a man.
I'm gonna use this analogy. I could be in the kitchen cooking, and if food is ready,
all right.
But if I lock the doors and don't allow you to come in the kitchen to eat, you can't eat. And that's basically AD. He's outside trying to get in the kitchen. He wants to come in and eat, but those teammates of him have locked him out of the kitchen so he can't eat. And so until they let him in the kitchen to eat, that includes LeBron and everybody, LeBron doesn't let him eat as much as he should eat. And that's what you got to look at.
Well, guess what? Either you allow me to walk through the door, I'm going to kick this damn thing down.
Hey, if I got that motherfucker secured like a fucking bunker,
that's
ain't
okay.
nothing you can do, man.
No, because guess what? Every door that's built is meant to be open. There's a way I can open it, even if I got to go get me gotta get me one of them flamethrowers to melt whatever I got to melt.
I feel like we're getting lost in the metaphor here.
No, we here. No, the metaphor is here, because guess what? I'm Anthony Davis. When I'm on my game, I'm a top 5 player in this league.
Yes, he is.
There's no doubt about this.
At the end of the day, if I don't allow you to eat, you don't eat. That's all I'm saying. And they don't let him eat like they should.
Oh boy, allow me to eat. I'm finna eat my food and yours. Give me your food.
Don't work that way, dude. See, this is coming from a guy who's never played basketball and
You're
a professional. And I'm telling you, from this point of view, from this side, if they don't let you eat, you don't eat.
I've also watched guys like Kobe Bryant.
He had the ball in his hand. You got to understand, those are Michael. Those are guys who have the ball in their hand. They choose to let who eat. And that's what I'm trying to say. AD doesn't have the ball in his hand, so he can't eat unless you give him to eat. Give him the food to eat.
All right.
I don't give a shit.
No, Mike Malone doesn't care. He does not care.
Hey, speaking of them, they have done the worst out of everybody this offseason.
The Nuggets?
The Nuggets.
Oh, yeah.
Have they added anybody? I haven't seen anything in the ticker about the Nuggets.
They just re-signed Murray. That's it. Lost KCP. They have done.
Oh, that's right. KCP left. I haven't done much of anything. All right, a couple more quick stories, then we'll do Big Shot, and then it's the return of Walmart or Waffle House.
Yes.
Caleb Martin to Philly. I just put it on the sheet because he turned down 5 years, $65 million to stay with the Heat a week ago, and then took a 4-year, $32 million offer to join the Sixers.
Trying to win.
Yeah, yes, he left $30 million on the table, though.
He a dumbass.
That's a lot of money.
Hey, Philly, one of the highest tax places in the country. You're in Florida, man.
Yeah, Florida. Hey, look, man, what's our shirt? No state tax.
Exactly.
Put on the shirt.
Hey, he did this because he want to win.
I was gonna say
respect that.
he's got to be looking at this and going, all right, Miami's gonna take a tick down.
Yeah,
Like
Miami's
wherever
about to
we've
implode.
been the last couple of years and any success we've had, it's starting to come back down to earth.
Hey, but I can understand like you going to a healthy team. Let's see, like this is a healthy team with Embiid, like who ain't never been hurt. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna take a $30 million hit just to go play with Embiid, though. You know what I mean? And Paul George, because that's a lot of fucking money, man.
That's a lot of
Get
money.
it.
It's a lot of money for a player like Caleb Martin.
Yeah, if it's 3 to 4 million, I could see that. But 30 mil, wow.
Yeah, 5 years, 65. He was.
Let's be exact. 33 mil.
Yeah, don't leave $3 million on the table. Jesus,
exactly.
I'll scoop that up. Yeah,
it's just these contracts show you what these guys have turned down and what they've accepted. It just shows you where a lot of these guys are. Some guys are just in a different place mentally. Some of these guys desire to win so much and know what it feels like to at least compete. Like we always say, if Philly stays healthy, which is a big if, we know. Philly's a top 3-4 team in the league in the East. So to be there, that the upper echelon, because Miami's reign right now is over. We don't know how much longer Jimmy gonna be there. That's bad. Bam is the one, the constant there. We just don't know. Miami, ever since the bubble.
Here's a question. Pat Riley had ties here in LA. Would you take Jimmy Butler on the Lakers?
Yes. From a mentality standpoint, absolutely. Because Jimmy, we've seen the dog in Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
And if we keeping folk out the kitchen, like they want to keep AD out the kitchen, AD probably be locked out of the kitchen and LeBron been gone. He still can't get in the kitchen.
They changed the locks on his ass.
Imagine the guy that's supposed to be your guy. He locked out the kitchen. LeBron ain't even got the keys no more.
Moved out, took him with him. I don't know if I would put Jimmy in that locker room.
Why? Do you think him and LeBron are getting into a fight? And D'Lo get into a fight?
Maybe not LeBron, but D'Lo, Vando, Rui, somebody gonna say some shit to Jimmy he ain't gonna like. And we all know Jimmy doesn't have the most level temper.
I don't think Vando and Jimmy know each other from H-Town, so I think those
all right,
two
so maybe they'd be
cool.
okay, but just I don't know. Like, I mean, I feel like
I think the way he'll fight be D'Lo. That's the only way. He'll be like move your fucking feet.
But I also think it's been a while since, or it feels like it's been a while since the Lakers have had an edge to them. Like it just, I don't know.
That's fair.
It's just like I don't mind a little edge coming from one of my guys, or trying to get certain guys in line and getting them right and making sure that we have the best opportunity to win whenever we step out on the floor. And who knows how much Jimmy has left in the tank, but one thing we know about Jimmy, he got the mentality.
Yeah.
You got to have a fuck you attitude sometimes. Jimmy definitely got a fuck you attitude.
Jimmy wears that on his shirt, man. What are you talking about? That's on the back of his jersey. Shout out to Angel Reese, by the way, quickly. Over the weekend, broke the WNBA streak for the longest run of double-doubles with 13 straight. And Caitlin Clark was the first WNBA rookie to post a triple-double last week. Who's your rookie of the year between those two?
I think I'm going right now. Angela Reese is my rookie of the year.
Angel, yeah.
I
just think so too, just because of where the Sky are.
Yeah, I think you think about the way they're playing. She's Caitlin Clark's averaging 20 points, right? And Angela Reese is averaging like 14. And she's getting a double-double. So do you care about points or do you care about overall game? And I just think that overall, Angela Reese is having a better season than Caitlin Clark, because I won't say as I said, people who watch the game, they love threes. So they think once you can knock down threes, that's all this game is about, and they don't see anything else. I just think what Angela Reese is doing as a whole is fucking fantastic. Like she said, yeah.
Caitlin Clark only averaging 16 points a game.
It's down to 16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's her shooting percentage?
Ooh, I just closed it. Let me look.
And what's her percentage from the field, and what's her 3-point percentage?
Let's look and find out.
because I think those things eventually. I think this race is going to come down to the records with the standings on both teams.
She is shooting about 40% from the field.
So what's
she's shooting about 33% from three.
And she's going to take all the shots she wants because her coach said she needs her to take more shots. So
yeah, she's averaging 16.1 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 7.5 assists.
Yeah, and Angel Reese is averaging 14, 11, and 1 assist and 1 steal.
Okay. I think Angel. And right now, if I had to say, I think Angel went just because of the double run that she's on.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was, believe it or not, there was a lot of criticism about her coming into the league, about her ability to be able to. And I know she doesn't shoot well because I know she just knocked down like her first couple of threes, a few games ago.
Yeah, it was over the weekend, I think.
Yeah, just for her ability to measure up against some of the bigger women in the league.
Yeah.
I think Angel's 6'3" of some sort. So
6'3". Mm-hmm.
And so she, a lot of people had their issue about this. She got to be able to develop a little bit of a jump shot and whatnot. But her toughness, the way she's banging,
she's a scrapper,
in the low block and in the paint.
And she kills it with that same spin move to the left every time. Like, can y'all not stop that move? She's going to spin and go left and flick that bitch off the backboard.
Now she got to work on her. She got to work on her footwork a little bit. She's a rookie. She's got to work on her footwork because some of those post moves are a little sporadic to where it's kind of like, okay, the ball did happen to go in, but I think she has to gain a little bit more composure. And she has to start working on her footwork a little more in the offseason.
Yeah.
She gets that down pat, it's over.
But you got to think about it. She really hasn't had a season to like develop because you think about it. College season ended, they jumped right into the WNBA. So I think when this next summer, you're going to see a huge improvement because she's going to get with a trainer. She's going to work on her footwork and she's going to get better. And she needs to get stronger. And she's going to I think she's going to be a surprising double girl for the rest of her career. Because that's the one thing they've always said about her, that she could rebound. So I think she's going to be all right.
Because we talk about mentality.
Yeah.
The mentality and the energy is there. That's been there for forever, and that ain't leaving. So as far as the edge in which she gives her squad, that's going to be there as long as she's there.
And for what it's worth, I think the Fever and the Sky are both like neck and neck as far as where they are in the standings. So I don't think one jumps out any higher than the other as far as where they have their team. And I know that doesn't play a huge role in how you look at this stuff, but for me, it's always something I look at.
The WNBA,
what have you done for your team?
I guess they do the whole, obviously, I think this is true. They do the whole East-West thing, right? So what would have made their rivalry a whole lot better is you're never going to be able to see Angel versus Caitlin in the finals because they're in the East. So you're going to have to meet in the Eastern Conference Finals or whatnot. Imagine I think this would have been great if it was the real Larry Bird and Magic Johnson effect where you could meet in the finals, just like they met in the national title game. Have these two meet in the actual finals one day and duke it out.
Let me ask you this. Do you really want to see them two or you want to see Asia and Stewie go at it? Which one?
True, but Stewie, but I get that. I'm not knocking that, but I'm talking
I know what you said, yeah.
Yeah, from the wave of fans that have come into this league, and it's no disrespect because Stewie and Asia are better than these two. No doubt about it. But the wave that the WNBA has had this season ain't coming from them. It's coming from Angel and Caitlin. True. They're the future. That's why that's why Magic has said it, and that's why I have said it. They are the WNBA's version of Magic and Larry. Why? Because they saved the league. Magic and Larry saved the NBA.
Well, it's because they're both black and white. That's what you're trying to say.
That could play a role in it too. But they both.
We're not playing black crime or white crime this week, so you got to back off that. It's
but
Walmart or Waffle House week.
Yeah. But the reality of the situation is they helped save the WNBA. They helped take the WNBA to the next level. So now it's up from here. It should be.
True.
Yeah. All right, we'll do Big Shot of the Week, then we'll do Walmart or Waffle House. Big Shot of the Week is going to go to a guy named Brady Procon. Brady is 17 years old. He's from New Hampshire. He was caught on video over 4th of July weekend leaping from a boat, or from a jet ski, I should say, onto a runaway boat that a sailing instructor had knocked into throttle. I guess the guy was trying to reach down in the water. He was teaching people how to sail. Hit the throttle, fell out of the boat took off. So this teenager jumps on the back of his neighbor's jet ski, They track this runaway boat down. This kid's 17. He jumps off the jet ski onto the boat, stops the boat, pulls it back around. And I mean, you're in a lake on 4th of July weekend, full of people, full of kids. And this dude didn't even stop to think. He just hopped on the damn jet ski and they tracked this boat down. I would never in my life jump from a jet ski to a boat. I can't even.
Stuff.
Right, Ethan, that's like a stunt. Yeah, that's Mission Impossible stuff. Yeah, that's IMF. But big shot to Brady, man, because that's who knows if he saved anybody's life, but just the freaking thought that that's what you're gonna do is like,
that thing could have hit some people, run them over, and everything
easily.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. It is time for Walmart or Waffle House. You know how this game works. I just give you a batshit crazy story, and it's just up to the two of you guys to tell me if it happened at a Walmart or if it happened at a Waffle House. So we'll start with story number 1. An elderly man was asked to leave this location after he took it upon himself to beat an employee with a book. It's unclear if he was reading the book, but after asking an employee to, quote, pipe down, he turned the book against him. So, old man beat the shit out of a store employee at a Walmart or a Waffle House?
I'm gonna go with a Waffle House because I'm thinking that's just. But they don't give a shit in the Waffle House though, so I don't know. I'll stick with my first initial thought. We'll go with Waffle House.
Rob's going Waffle House. What do you think, B?
Let me see.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of change it now because.
But after asking an employee to pipe down, I'm gonna go Walmart here.
I think it's a Walmart too. I'm sticking with Waffle House though, because you know how you walk in those Walmarts now, you have like Mickey D's or whatever there, and he's probably sitting there reading the book. So I bet it's Walmart, but I'm sticking with Waffle House. Waffle House.
All right. Rob rode with his first instinct, and he was correct. It was a Waffle House. Good job. I guess he told the waitress to pipe down. He was trying to read his book, and he turned the book against her. All right. Gotta love old people. Can't wait to get old and hit someone with a book. Story number 2. It's always a wild scene at either of these spots, but even more so at 4 in the afternoon when 3 men walked in wearing nothing but thong bikini shorts and were promptly asked to leave. So 3 dudes, middle of the day, strolling in thong bikinis.
Walmart.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
Happened in a Walmart or Waffle House.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what's funny? You see all those memes of people in Walmart like that, so I don't know. I'm saying Walmart.
Yeah, the Walton family ain't allowing this. Not that they know about this, but I'm sure that this ain't something that they would want walking into their establishment. I'm gonna go Walmart.
And you're both absolutely, you're both correct. It is a Walmart, yeah.
No shirt, no service.
Yeah.
Well, no shoes, no shirt, no service. Just anything about my bare ass cheeks hanging out. All right? It's a thong. All the bits are covered up. We're fine.
Yeah,
all right, story number 3. It's never a good scene at 2 in the morning, no matter where you are, especially when an employee catches a man rubbing one out. Police were called. The man was arrested. Was he caught pleasuring himself inside of a Walmart or a Waffle House?
Shouldn't know kids being a Walmart at 2 in the morning. Dang, this is a tough one. For me, at least.
Waffle House.
Okay.
Waffle House.
Everybody goes Waffle House. Everyone gets a point. It was a Waffle House. Good job.
2 in the morning. That's the
at
key.
2 in the morning's a key, but here's the thing. If you're going to rub one, you got to be brazen to do that at a Waffle House. You don't have a lot of room to hide anything. You know what I mean? Like at a Walmart, you could duck down an aisle or something. At a Waffle House, you're just, here we go.
Guys, I think y'all forget the world that we live in.
I guess it's true.
Hey,
I'm trying to rub one out with some dignity and respect. At 2 in the morning in a public place. Yeah. All right.
He's like Homeland on top of the roof.
That was a weird end to that season when he was just up there like, story number 4.
super sperm all over the city.
I know, and that's the thing too. It doesn't just like, I'm sure it goes off like a shotgun. You know what I mean? Like, shoot a plane out of the sky with that. Story number 4. We all love running into little kids, but at either of these spots, those encounters tend to go a little sideways. Especially like the young boy who took it upon himself to tell everyone he crossed paths with, "My mommy just farted over there." Hey, you. My mommy just farted.
Walmart.
Hey,
That's
my
a
mommy
Walmart.
just farted over there.
That's a Walmart.
Everybody goes Walmart.
I think it's a Walmart.
Everyone gets a point. That is absolutely a Walmart. That is Walmart behavior, by the way. Yeah.
Because
Don't blow the
Waffle House
whistle.
ain't but so big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't. Hey, look, snitches get stitches, little man. I'm just saying.
Well, hold on. They always say 3 type of people are always gonna tell you the truth: drunk folks, old folks, and children.
Absolutely the truth. Especially
And
when your
people
mom
who don't
rips
give a
one.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People got nothing to lose. All right,
Don't
much
give a
like I don't give a shit, Mike.
I don't give a shit.
There he is. Much like strange children, drunk people are another staple of strangeness at either location, including the drunk man that caused a huge brawl and his subsequent arrest after he drunkenly threw up on a baby. Dude got arrested because he puked on a baby.
That's some hangover type stuff.
Dude, I'd beat your ass if you puked on my child. So
I would too.
I can't even fault the people that fought him.
Hey, this is a Waffle House.
Yeah, okay, so what do you think?
That's a Walmart.
Oh, Rob says Walmart.
Oh.
B-Dog says Waffle House. The point goes to
Rob.
B-Dog, Brandon Harper. That was Waffle House behavior, man, right there, yeah. That's
Yeah, you get more drunks in Waffle House, yeah.
yeah, I guess you do, yeah. More, puked on a baby. Oh.
But who has? I was trying to think of what babies will carry. Like most people don't have a baby at the Waffle House.
Sure they do. If they going, if they can't find a babysitter, why not?
It's not like Waffle House is a prison. I mean, it's a freaking eatery. You can go get waffles there. Why would you not take a baby? Because there's a drunk idiot that might throw up on him? Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
To your point. Okay. To your point. Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Wait a minute, hold on. Do you know how many people take like newborn babies to like baseball games?
That's the
not have a
dumbest
fear.
shit
Yeah, I
I've
don't
ever
understand
seen.
that. I
You
don't
not
get
have a
that.
fear of somebody throwing a beer on a baby?
Or this is the one that kills me too, and I'm sure you've seen it in LA, Rob, is the people who bring the newborns to like Disney.
I don't understand
He
it.
can't enjoy this. He has no concept of what's going on.
And it's hot outside. It might be hot.
600 degrees. Yeah. All right. Enough.
What the heck do I know?
Enough puking on babies. Some of my favorite Walmart or Waffle House stories take place in the parking lot, including this late night run-in with cops at this location after employees reported several men organizing and betting on a cockfight in the parking lot.
We are talking about just with chickens, right?
I'm gonna say yes. Could be the same guy that puked on the baby, so I don't know. Cockfight in the parking lot, hopefully with chickens. In a Walmart or a Waffle House.
I'm gonna go Waffle House.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Waffle House too. I'm just imagining which one this could actually be at. I'm gonna go Waffle House.
All right. Point for you both. It's the Waffle House. Good job. Yeah.
Because you know Waffle House is always like in a little
It's
spot, you know.
tucked behind something else, like you can. You're right. Walmart's too wide, too many lights, too many witnesses. No, we're not gonna have any kind of cockfight in that sort of situation. We're doing this under the cover of darkness, no matter what cock is fighting.
This is why I asked us to differentiate. Pause. I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page.
Gotcha. All right. Story number 7. 2 to go. So many people are asked to leave these locations for so many different reasons, but this man was asked to leave this location simply due to the fact that he was covered head to toe in bird shit.
Oh, that's Walmart.
Waffle House.
That's Walmart.
Waffle House.
All right. We got a split decision here. The point goes to Harper. It was a Walmart. Yeah, it's a Walmart.
They ain't playing that in Walmart. You walk around with any kind of doo-doo on you, you got to get out.
How you can be covered in bird shit?
Well, look, you can get anything scattered, smothered, and covered at Waffle House, so I feel like he's probably okay. You know what I mean? Like, he probably falls in the criteria. he himself is scattered, smothered, and covered. So he's
the ethics of Waffle House ain't necessarily top tier.
I got news for you. Walmart's not a whole lot higher. So
it ain't, but it's
a
in
low
certain
bar.
locations. It's a little higher than certain locations.
Okay. All right, last story. You gotta love a woman who knows what she wants, including this drunken woman who, after a fight with her husband, began to proposition other male customers to, quote, take her home and show her a good time, because she was looking for, quote, a real man to give me what I need.
Waffle House.
Yeah, Waffle House.
Oh,
yeah.
We're gonna end on a bad note here. That was a
Dang.
Walmart. Yeah, that was a Walmart. No, yeah, you're both out
Really?
on that one. Yeah, it was a Walmart.
Let me see it. Hold on. Okay.
Probably the produce
What, are you
section.
gonna go back and reanalyze the question? I don't believe that. No.
Okay, I get
It was
it.
in the
Challenge
produce
that play.
section.
Yeah,
Yeah, true. I guess.
I don't know, but
You know why
look,
it was
man.
in the produce section?
Why is that?
Because she was looking for some good meat.
Wow. Wow.
Cellulite hanging in
Nah.
pubic hair.
Now we understand. Now we understand why them dad joke books be out of stock.
Well, the old man beat the other guy with the dad joke book, so it worked out in the end, really.
We go to Rob's house. They're all just stacked up against the wall
Sit
somewhere.
there.